In the previous video, I did talk about DeepSeek, which is a new language model or rather large language model from China. I think the company and organization is a quite firm. You can check the previous video. It's a more detailed video. About few hours before the recording of this video, like about 6 hours before, the company dropped another bomb, which is called Janus Pro. Now, what this is a multimodal model. To give you a context, what has happened is for the past few weeks or I think few days, DeepSeek has been going round on the internet, YouTube, Insta, everywhere, LinkedIn. And the reason for that is that they have launched a model which is comparable to OpenAI's model. And that's basically the debate. They start with saying that, it's open source, it's rivals open AI's, I think, O1 model, which is somewhere, yeah, they have put it here, and it's available across the board. If you want to play it out, it's completely free. You just need to go in, you don't need to pay $20 or anything. Just go in and get started. They have a thinking model, which is one compared to one. But that's not what this video is about. This is about Janus Pro, which was released few hours back. And this is a advanced version of the previous model, which I had no clue existed. And the previous model was Janus, and basically what Janus Pro does is it has an optimized training strategy. It's much more an improved in terms of multimodal capabilities and scales to a larger model size. Now it has achieved a very good result compared to the other parameters. So there's a theoretical parameter that you have that you can see like a GenAI bench and DPG benchmarks, which are all benchmarks for comparing models in the multimodal space like image processing capability and all that. But I want to show how I end up with this. But let's talk a little bit more details. It's completely free online, and you can go to this website which is pro, just sponsored by this. You can put an image, chat about the image, and it's going to do it. It has also taken a lot of detail to Flux, which has been a great image model. Like Flux models are image models, and they have very clearly called out that Flux model image quality is better than Janus Pro, which is very difficult for anybody to say. That they are literally saying that some other category of models is better than mine, but it doesn't have the multimodal understanding, and you can try both of them here. So if you go here and you just put a prompt, you can get some sort of a response from Flux model. It's Flux models are super nice, like they are very hyper realistic. You can configure them, tailor them, you can generate your own AI of tasks, and they are just getting better and better by the time. So super nice parameters, and you can obviously play with a lot of these aspects. Like you can make these models very big, like 4K models. You can, just make it super detailed and high resolution, and the model that would come out after a few iterations, it will take a couple of seconds to do it, would be of a very good quality. Now this is Flux model, but what they have done is they have actually taken Janus Pro model and pushed it into ChatGPT, which was a surprise, shock, whatever you want to call it. So I was looking as to how to try this model because I couldn't find any sort of integrations here. There's no way to do that here. But what they have done is you go to Janus Pro and you can go there. I think there's some option. Yeah, you can generate an image using Janus Pro GPTs. So I don't know what they have done here, but once you click on this, it takes you to ChatGPT, where it uses the model Janus Pro, which is DeepSeek multi-AI model. So they have kind of published their model on OpenAI's model store, which is just crazy from a competition perspective if you think about it. By the way, this is going to take a lot of time because I kind of pumped it up to like 4K resolution and all of that. So let's see how far it takes. So then what I thought I'll do is, oh yeah, it's recording is. I was checking if the recording is playing. I saw some 00. I gave them the same prompt just to see how good they do and how bad they do. So I asked it create GPT, which is 4.0, create an image showing Chat GPT and DeepSeek fighting. This is great image. I'm literally gonna use this as a thumbnail. I hope you guys can resonate with this. This is super nice. There's two AI models, there's a GPT, this is like visually very good, like comic book real. Surprisingly, there's no problem by the way, but this is Janus Pro. I don't think the direction of thinking has been different. even the way they have written a text like DeepSeek and there, it's just still similar. There's another model in the background and all this. So if I go ahead and say make this hyper realistic and improve the overall quality, I'm gonna give it this prompt and give the same prompt to ChatGPT. By the way, I'm gonna go back. Okay, this is running for way too long. I think it's gonna time out, but nevertheless, let's see what happens to both the models. So in terms of speed of inferencing wise, I've not seen a significant difference. I think both of them operate at the same time. Could be because of the deployment in GPT scores and whatnot. I don't, sorry, GPT store and what, I don't know. So this is again the derived version, which is much more closer to what GPT gave. I'm just comparing it that way. It could be even other way around. But now what GPT has done is, if you see, this is just like really super cool. There's like fighting androids and bots, and the evolution here is of much better quality in terms of way I'm thinking. And why am I saying that? Because a lot of details are present here. Like if I zoom in to this model and I can actually download this model and pretty much use this as a thumbnail, this is a very good high resolution quality model. If you see, the legs, the graphs, there's some sort of animations. Even this guy has some 2 3 tentacles coming, and the DeepSeek model has another tentacle coming. I'm gonna say get rid of tentacles from the DeepSeek part and keep the rest as is, just to not have people sue me or something like that. And this also somewhere follows the same theme. If you notice that there's things coming out of back from DeepSeek, it's not as polished or of high quality or resolution. Like the level of detail is still lower than compared to GPT, like if you see the surface and all. But this to me is still kind of slightly inferior. But it would not be surprising to see this surpass GPT, because okay, I asked it to removed, but the number of tentacles have actually increased. The positions have been same, so I'm gonna stick to this. I'm fine with the tentacles and all that, so that's cool. Yeah, there's text quality now going there. So if you see DeepSeek, ChatGPT, this is all also nice. The background is nice. If you see the whatever background halo falling as well. So the multimodal capability purely in terms of image generation seems to be very, very comparable. I wouldn't say it's same. I still feel GPT is doing a better job, but I will not be surprised if I go on their platform, try the full version like the 7 billion one, that you get similar results. Yeah, they're saying there's a lot of traffic and Flux model. They're also calling out Flux model is better than Janus Pro. But maybe when you have images with a lot of text, they perform slightly better. So this thing is never gonna finish. I'm gonna quit it out. In terms of features, it's a very unified multimodal architecture. It enables bidirectional image understanding. It's pretty good. The cross-modal performance superiority is there, like outperforms DALI and stable diffusion in benchmarks. But again, text to image instruction task is somewhere they are saying it's good. I felt GPT is better. It's obviously more open source compatible under MIT license. So if you deploy a 7 billion parameter yourself, you have an unlimited version of images created. Vision processing specifications, they process at a lower resolution, I believe, than GPT, but I'm not 100% sure about this. And the pricing is again, so they're just projecting themselves as an OpenAI competitor. This is going to be a super interesting space to play out. And yeah, obviously there are optimized training frameworks and all of that. You can try it for free here, like upload an image, chat with it, etc., etc. But like for example, you give this and you chat, and it's gonna convert this formula into some sort of latex code, which is a very straightforward problem. I think explaining this meme could be, what is this meme? Oh, okay, it's not running, probably down. Nevertheless, I think the point is that there's a very new interesting comparison or battle brewing up. And yeah, interesting times to watch in terms of what's coming in the year. If you like this conversation, like this comparison, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for listening. This is Akash. Bye bye.